Alright, so it's 20th of November 2024. I usually don't really do these intros anymore, but I'm going to just for the sake of this. I don't think I'll be entering any trades today. I've been very patient, waiting for the right entry. My bias is bullish, just based on the daily and weekly. If you look on the daily, we are inside of this daily range here. We had a rejection of the optimal trade entry area of the daily on the fib. So I was looking to target these fair value gaps. It's clear that we've just got a reaction off of this daily fair value gap here to go down, but I was targeting up here. Go to the 4 hour. With this 4 hour fair value gap, obviously this we looked at the 4 hour market structure shift. How I looked at it was I wanted to find, because we inversed a lot of these fair value gaps here and here, I was thinking that we also could potentially target up here, like I said earlier. So I waited for New York Open and price entered the fair value gap, but I just didn't find anything. Not only do I look for market structure shifts, but I look for displacement, change in state delivery, look for all that, and just nothing was there. There was a temptation to make an entry here at this fair value gap. The reason why I didn't was two things. Number one, there's equal lows below here, and I was thinking to myself, I'm only going to enter a trade longs unless we sweep this or we get a different confirmation. But I wanted to see the equal lows swept. We did, swept them, made a push up, nearly, because we wicked this. Can you see that wick? It goes to show that it's still, the sellers are still more in control. But also, this move up here is only a 5-minute move into a 5-minute fair value gap. I've learnt from my mistakes from previous trades. I'd enter here thinking we've got displacement to the upside, but it's not. It's just a 5-minute retracement to a fair value gap and a push down. Then we just kept on pushing down, like this complete bearish market structure. I was thinking that this area here, where we swept these equal lows, is the most optimal, not like as in also entry, but the most optimal area to look for displacement upwards, and we just didn't get that. Again, another temptation there was New York Open. I don't like to trade New York Open that much. Like, I don't do it that much. I've been suggested not to, but sometimes when there's a really good setup, I would. So yeah, there was a good setup on the 1 minute. So notice how price enters into this ultra trade entry area on the fib on the 1 minute into this 1 minute fair value gap. Get a displacement down when you wick this area, but this displacement is promising to me, and we have a 4 hour fair value gap below that needs to fill in. Then we get a push down, and we get another push down. So I could have entered from here, but I wouldn't have, probably not. This bullish candle has reacted off this 1 minute order block, pushed down, so now this is called a propulsion block. I could have entered at this propulsion block, stop loss above the block here, and I could have targeted consequent encouragement with a 4 hour fair value gap, 3R. Or even if I just wanted to target 2R, I would have got it easily because it literally propelled down within what, 1, 2, 3, 4 minutes could make 2R. So there was some missed entries today, but my high time frame bias was was bullish. We have a low midnight opening price, was into a 4 hour fair value gap, then went into a 1 hour fair value gap, still nothing. 4 hour breaker block, nothing. 4 hour order block, still nothing. We've got a massive push down. ES is even worse. If you look at ES, it is just plummeting down. So yeah, and I did think it was going up considering we swept weekly lows into a weekly order block. So I thought this was literally going to be bullish today, but it doesn't really matter too much. I don't think I'm going to enter a trade. I just can't imagine it now. Unless we get some sort of nice displacement to the upside. But the issue is that we've got a 4 hour change in state of delivery here. Well, obviously, let's hope, it closes above, but we're not even respecting the 4 hour order block, which is worrying. And we have got this liquidity down here now, so yeah. We also do have on the daily a daily fair value gap here that is probably wanting to be swept. As I swept, entered and filled. That's probably why we're getting this move down. But I was expecting bullish reaction in the market just based off of these factors. In the optimal trade entry, deep in discount, We had 4-hour bullish market structure. We had a 4-hour bullish fair value gap. 1 hour bullish breaker block, 4-hour order block. We did have a 4-hour breaker block that wasn't respected inside. Saying that, we had a unicorn model. We had a breaker block here, 4-hour breaker block inside of a 4-hour fair value gap. That's unicorn model, and that was disrespected. So now that's disrespected, it's inverse. I think we're just going to go to the downside. If you look on the 5-minute, it's just completely plummeting. Now I could possibly enter into a trade like here, maybe in this fair value gap, stops at the high, just like that, and could target all the way down here. But you can win trades like that, but they're not highly confluenced. There's not a lot of confirmation, and we have moved lots down, so it's one of them things. But yeah, so I'm not going to trade today. It is what it is, and yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. So for tomorrow, we'll go to Forex Factory. Yeah, well, I didn't even say today. Today we didn't have any red folder volatile news. We had crude oil inventories, and that's pretty much it, as in volatility. Tomorrow we've got unemployment claims at 130, so that's good. We're going to create some volatility there. That's pretty good. We got exiting home sales, that could create some volatility. 15 minutes until news today, so we'll see what happens. Friday, got quite a lot, so yeah. I may be back, I might not be, so yeah, if I'm not going to be back, this is it. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Right, so ended up actually taking a trade. It was only a 2-hour trade. I was I think not too emotional, but I was quite emotional based on how many fair value gaps we had down here, which just wasn't looking right. It wasn't looking nice, and I was scared that it would come back, it would reject back down from this area. So I just wanted a quick trade. So here's what I saw. So I actually saw this later on. So on the 15-minute, we swept New York lows from the day before and made a really strong reaction from it. The moment we had that, we inversed this 5-minute fair value gap. On the 1 minute, we had a market structure shift. I was tempted to enter from this area, but I wanted more confirmation. It's probably going to hit my full take profit that I target, these equal highs up here, but I just wanted to be out of it. I was tempted to enter here, around here, but I wanted more confidence, so we got this fair value gap that was inversed. I saw that. I wanted price to come back down into here, into this fair value gap or order block, but it didn't. Then we got another push up. And then I thought, you know what, I'm going to be a bit risky, well not risky, I'm going to be a bit more focused on the higher time frame. Well not higher, but more higher than 1 minute. And with this 3 minute fair value gap, price entered it. On ES it didn't, so it caused a bullish SMT. And I literally just entered from there. We had the inversion fair value gap, is it the 5 minute? Yeah, on the 5 minute as well, that could be a place where it could reject from. Once we got that big push up, when we was going sideways for a few minutes, but then we created this rejection block here, which could be like a formula 3 candles, 1, 2, 3. If the candle closes below the rest, usually it creates a thing called a rejection block. It entered the rejection block, literally bang on consequent encroachment of the rejection block, which I don't know if that matters or not, but it did, and rejected, that has it in the name, rejected up. I think it closed at 2.02R, but yeah, I was initially targeting up here for like a 3R, but it was just worrying me because we was in this massive 15 minute fair value gap, same as the 5 minute, and I just wanted to be out of it. When I am back to real trading again, I'm going to be probably leaving 1 or 2 contracts open for price to potentially reach up here if I was, pro trading. But yeah, 2.02R on the day. I'm quite happy, and that's that. I'm not going to do anymore. I did also do bang on 100 ticks as my stop loss. I know I shouldn't really do that. I should probably put it at the lows, but I had a lot of confluence of areas where price might reject from before it hits my stop loss, so I was willing to take that risk. I just don't like having a wide stop loss because it decreases my RR on the trade. So yeah, and also this 1 minute order block here, so we'll just see what happens from there. But yeah, that's it from today, and I'll be back tomorrow, so see you then.